TARDIS, which is Mummy's electric car, but we're testing it because this is the first time that this car's gone up to Scotland. We are just about to cross the border from England to Scotland. Yippee! We're in Scotland!
Good morning, this is Saturday the 22nd of July, just about 20 past 10, and this is us departing Kip Marina. We're heading round the south end of Bute, aiming for the Crinan Canal.
We have made great progress heading down the Clyde. We hit 9 knots at one point. Benjamin is doing a good course at the moment, and we are sailing along in pretty variable winds, and we've been chasing this boat for a while. We had a lot of fun in the Crinan Canal with the people on board Blue Spur, the boat in the video here. These guys have a YouTube channel called Outside Your Zone and are a lot of fun. Our boys really enjoyed opening and closing the locks and catching lines for them, and Timothy has been proudly displaying his OYZ sticker on his life jacket ever since.
Okay, so Benjamin is going to tell us what we're up to now.
So we've just come out of Crinan and are heading through Doris Moor and up to Oban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just have a look back at the Crinan Hotel in the distance. And what have we got to do in terms of our pilotage, Benjamin?
So we have to keep the hotel, which is the white building, one of these islands in a line of 140 degrees.
Very good.
We'll be safe going through, and hopefully we won't sink.
Timothy, you tell us who we're following.
We're following the YouTube channel of Outside Your Zone, and they got the sticker on them.
For helping the YouTubers. Okay, so shall we stand up? We'll have a look over and just show Doris Moor, which is where we're going through. That's the gap we're heading through, and then up the Sound of Ling, past the Corrie of Wrekin as our next step.
We are just heading through Doris Moor, and there are whirlpools and eddies and all sorts of bananas and tidal stream mixing happening everywhere you look.
So we're just passing the Corrie of Wrekin. Timothy just lost my hat overboard, but our friends who have currently got their tender out rescued it for us. So now...
No, actually Mummy rescued it.
Mummy rescued it, but yeah.
They good put it.
But we're passing the Corrie of Wrekin, which is the world's third largest whirlpool, and it happens to be in Scotland. So when the tide's right, the tide comes in, it creates a whirlpool right in the middle. But we're not going in there. We're going a different
Luckily.
Luckily, yeah.
Luck.
I don't fancy going through a whirlpool.
Neither do I.
We've gone through Doris Moor. We are making our way up the Sound of Ling, and we're just about to pass Fladder Light. Behind us it looks like we've got one of the race boats from West Highland Week chasing us up the channel, and behind that, just to their starboard, we can see the OYZ YouTube crew that we've been sort of buddy boating with today. So This is us. If Benjamin hands me the camera, I can just show you Fladder Light. And there's Fladder Light, and we're just going to sail just to the east of that, in between the two lights, and up towards Oban and Kerala. We've got about somewhere between 10 and 15 knots of wind, and doing somewhere between 5 and 7 knots, so quite happy so far.
So we're just coming through the Kerala Sound, and we were heeling over quite a bit, but we've lowered the mainsail and it's got a lot more shelters as we've come in between the islands, and it is beautiful scenery.
We would highly recommend Kerala Marina. We had a lovely evening here. The boys enjoyed mooching around in the tender, as you can see. We had fish and chips delivered via the passenger ferry from Oban in the Marina restaurant, and there was a fun games room that the boys enjoyed, finding some new board games to play and new books to have a look at. There were lots of exciting boats to look at in the surrounding waters, and we enjoyed a really nice walk up to the top of the hill where we could see the views out to where we were going to go sailing the next day. Good morning, we have just left Kerala Marina where we had a very peaceful night, and we are heading off to the Puffin Dive Centre for Benjamin and Timothy to have their first experience of scuba diving, which they are very excited about. Show everybody your excited faces, boys. So hopefully we will have some exciting footage of them swimming under the sea.
What have you boys been up to?
Scuba diving! Scuba diving.
Well done.
So we're just heading up the Sound of Mull, and there are lots of boats sailing. We're about to put the spinnaker up. Good morning on Ruat. Yesterday we sailed up from Kerrera to Tobermory, and then in Tobermory we walked through Tobermory and looking at the shops and had a nice Indian restaurant.
And we bought this guy.
Yeah, he is a giant octopus, and he made lots of people smile yesterday as we were going through the streets on Timothy's Head. Then
What boats did we see yesterday?
We saw the Flying Dutchman, which is a tall ship.
which was huge, and then we saw a giant motorboat
Called Reef Chief.
called Reef Chief, and
It's
was
massive.
huge, bigger than any other boat in the marina.
Except the Flying Dutchman.
Where are we going today?
So today we're going to hopefully look at puffins.
On which island?
Canna.
Canna,
Very good.
yeah.
And
So-
we also got,
Him this
I
morning,
got a crab.
and a stingray.
From the Mole Aquarium.
Which is a good aquarium because they catch the sea life, then release it again afterwards. So it's not like they live in a tank all their life.
We followed the puffin sign trail, and it's an excellent trail, and we found loads of puffins.
So we are still on Canna because it's terrible weather. We're bouncing up and down, swinging left and right. So, but yesterday, well, currently we're playing board games. But yesterday we got. Do you want to do so we can show them? Our Isle of Canna matching T-shirts. And they got the coordinates on them. And then, but yeah, we're playing board games. And hopefully the weather dies down soon,
So we can go out somewhere tomorrow. So we're just sailing up the sand of Knoll. It's beautiful scenery, and we've got the spinnaker up. We passed Tobermory. Somewhere over there.
No, it's on that side.
Ah, that side. Somewhere over there.
It's behind that island. But yeah, we're gonna sail on back down to Kerala.
We might be arriving there at 9 o'clock.
Well, that's what it predicts. It says we should get there in between 8 and 9 o'clock. Long sail all the way from Canna,
Yeah.
and we're going all the way to Kerala, so we have enough time to go the way we're going to go. We've still not decided just yet whether we're going around the Mercantile through the Crinan and doing round here.
We're just back from a very soggy sail. We had a slight change of destination because we were doing 1 knot into 5 knots of tide, and we're now at Ardfern Yacht Centre.
I'm wet.
Leaving Ardfern and heading to Crinan. The wind has dropped, it's super still, it's absolutely beautiful. So we are hoping to be able to make it into Crinan this morning, because at the moment because of the water shortage you can only get in at certain times of day. So we're hoping that we can get in this morning. If not, we shall be hanging around outside the Crinan basement for a while, waiting.
These are lock gates, and I'm going to show you how to use them. Firstly, you catch the boat's lines, like what we were about to just do.
this is Mummy and Timothy pushing the lock gates closed.
We just had to wait a while because they by accidentally shut
The gates.
bridge. They've just opened the sluice gates so we can go down. They just closed the lock gates.
So we are heading down from Ardrishig to Portavaddy, and yeah, we've got Jenny up. Not much wind, but still some wind. Yeah.
Benjamin has helmed us out very expertly this morning. And we are just heading down Loch Fyne. We are just following a boat here, which is from West Lancs Yacht Club, who are out sailing here in Loch Fyne as well. So we've just come past to say, give them a bit of a wave. They're doing very well as they're sailing along. So hello Yacht Stelina.
And they have their mainsail and Jenny up like us.
This is us on Thursday the 3rd of August and we're heading down Loch Fyne. We've got beautiful Arran off to our starboard side and beautiful Butte off to our port side. We met up with some of the other boats from West Lancs Yacht Club last night and we're now in a little flotilla heading down Loch Fyne. We're going to get round the southern tip of Butte and head over to Largs for tea.
Good morning, I've just helmed us out of Largs. VHF'd the Largs Marina so they know we've left, and now we're going round to the convoy so we can sail back up to Kip.
Sun is shining. It's a beautiful day for our final sail. Sunglasses have been deployed. Smiles on faces. And there are other boats out on the water enjoying themselves as well.
So we've just arrived in Kip and we are starting to pack up. We refilled on fuel at the fuel berth and now we're packing up to leave.